Hello students, let us discuss about periodic trends in properties of elements. Okay, so generally what is periodic properties? There are many patterns in the physical and chemical properties of elements as we discussed in a group or in a period. So here, but why do the properties of elements follow these trends? And how we can explain periodicity? Everyone is having in mind that why we are explaining the periodic properties and why we have to follow this pattern in the periodic properties. Yes or no? To answer these questions, so we are having some of the theories based on atomic structures and properties of the atom. So in this section we are going to discuss periodic trends in physical and chemical properties, and also in terms of electrons and energy levels. Okay, so what is periodic properties? So generally periodic properties by generally here similar valence shell configuration. The cause for periodic property is mainly due to what here? Similar valence shell configuration. So here repetition of properties after the values of atomic intervals of atomic numbers, such as here let us see what is periodic properties definition. So here generally repetition of properties after intervals of Z values. Here what is the Z value? Z indicates atomic numbers. So what here? 2, 8, 8, 18, 18 and 32. So this one we call it as what here? Periodicity. This follow this one. If you have been observed the p block elements, so if you have seen the p block elements or else s block elements, so what is the atomic number? Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, like that we are having. So if you add for lithium, it is having what? 3. So if you add the number beryllium, 4, boron, 5. So like this we are having numbers. Okay, so here p block elements follow the rule like 2, 8, 8, 18, 18 and 32. And also here if you have been observed lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. So I am taking here lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. So generally lithium atomic number 3. If you add 8, it will be having 11. If you add 8, potassium, it will be having 19. If you add 18, what will be getting? So like this order it is going to follow. Okay, so what is the reason to cause periodicity? So the reason for this is the cause of periodic the cause for the properties, we call it as periodic properties here. The cause for periodicity of properties is valence shell configuration, we can say. Okay, so now let us discuss. First one is atomic radius. What is first one? Atomic radius. Generally what is the radius? The half of the distance between the sphere, we call it as radius, generally according to Max. So here atomic radius is nothing but here the distance between the nucleus. What is atomic radius? Here the distance between the nucleus and outermost orbit of an atom up to which the so generally what is the atomic radius? So this is the nucleus we are taking. So what we can say, the distance between the nucleus and outermost orbit of an atom, we call it as atomic radius. So up to where? Up to which the attractive influence of the nucleus will be there on the valence electron, outermost electron. Okay, so what is the meaning of this definition? We can say here this is an atom we are taking. In this nucleus we are having, so let us see here, atom, nucleus. Okay, so in an atom we are having electrons and nucleus, neutrons. In neutrons again we are having what? Nucleus. So here in nucleus what we are having? Neutrons and protons. So what I have told you, the distance between the nucleus and outermost orbit of an atom I have told you. So means what? Up to which we can say the attraction influence on the nucleus will be on the valence electron. Whenever the electron is attracting the outermost, valence is nothing but outermost electron. So whenever it is influencing, automatically what happens? The electron is influencing. So this is determined by X-ray diffraction method, we can say. So generally here atomic radius is having order up to the order of 10 to the power minus 10 m meter, we can say. So it is denoted by angstroms or pm based on bonding. So it is denoted by what here? It is denoted by angstroms or pm. So based on bonding, what happens? It is divided into three types. What is first one? We are having covalent radius. So what is covalent radius here? Covalent radius is nothing but here it is 1/2 of the internuclear distance. Inter means what here? We are taking two different atoms. So between those atoms the distance will be same. Okay, homodiatomic molecules we are taking. So here internuclear distance between atoms of a homodiatomic molecules, we can say here. It is mainly used for non-metals, we can say. It is used for non-metals. So what is the definition I have told you? 1/2 of the internuclear distance between atoms of a homodiatomic molecules. So internuclear distance. So means what here? 2 we are taking. So here what we are having? The distance between homodiatomic means what? The same. So here the distance will be this is one of the, so this part we call it as covalent radius, this part we call it as covalent radius. Okay, so this is nothing but covalent radius. So here we are having the value 0.99 angstroms for this. So this is about covalent radius. It is mainly used for non-metals, we can say. Now let us see about next one. We are having metallic radius or crystal radius. Okay, so metallic radius or crystal radius. So this is used for mainly, so what is the metallic radius or crystal radius? It is 1/2 of the internuclear distance between adjacent atoms of a metal. We can say it is used mainly for what? It is used for metallic elements mainly, we can say. Okay, so means what here? If you are taking two adjacent atoms, so these are the two adjacent atoms we are taking, so one half of the internuclear distance. So for this the internuclear distance is this one, for this the internuclear distance is this one. So here the internuclear distance, so if the internuclear distance if you have been taking, so this one we call it as metal radius. So it is having the value is 3.72 angstroms. So here if you have been observed covalent radius, covalent means what? There are sharing of equal sharing, so that's why we call it as homodiatomic molecule. So if you have been seen here, we are taking two adjacent atoms. In these two adjacent atoms what happened? The only one part it will be giving metallic radius. Okay, so next one we are having here, third one, van der Waals radius. So van der Waals radius is nothing but what here? It is also the definition of this one is, it is one half distance, one half of the internuclear distance between atoms facing each other in adjacent molecules, or in different molecules we can say here. It is used for molecular substance, we can say. Molecular substances in solid state mainly, we can say. Solid state means it is very consumed, we can say, so which is an orderly arranged. It is 30 to 50% higher than covalent radius. Why it is higher than covalent radius means, why? Because here we are taking two different adjacent atoms. So this is one of the atoms in the middle, so this is one of the atom. Okay, so here these two distance we are taking. So the distance between this one we call it as, this one is nothing but, okay, so these two different molecules, the distance between this one we call it as van der Waals radius, we can say. So it is having nearly some 1.88 degrees we are going to have. So these are the three types we are having in atomic radius based upon the bonding. These are divided. So generally this atomic radius, we can say atomic radius depends upon the size of the atom, and also attraction between atoms. It depends upon the size of the atom, we can say. Extent of attraction between atoms, bond order, and the oxidation state. So mainly the atomic radius, what it depends upon the size of the atom. In a periodic table, if you have been taken the elements, s block elements, p block elements, so the size will increase. Whenever the atomic number is increasing, automatically the size is going to increase. So whenever the size is increasing, the atomic radius is increasing. And also the attraction between, so if you take hydrogen and lithium, the both the attraction between will also increase, and the bond order, and also depends upon the oxidation state. Okay, so in a period 1 it will be, in a group it is going to have. So here whenever the differentiating electron enter into another orbit, so automatically what happens, atomic radius increases from top to bottom in the group. Why? Because in a group what will happen, the atomic radius is increasing. So why it is increasing? If you take for example lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, so this is the top in a group, this is the bottom. So the atomic radius what it will be having here for lithium, 152, 186, 231, 244, 262. So whatever elements if you are taking, it is, if you have been seen what happens in a group, what happens, atomic radius increases from top to bottom. Why it is increasing? What is the reason it is increasing? Because it is increasing because due to the presence of new shells, we can say. Due to the presence of new shells, it is going to increase. Okay, so coming to in a period, if you have been taking period like this, it is a vertical one, we call it as group. So period lithium, beryllium, boron, calcium, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. So this is a period. So it is having the atomic radius is like this. It decreases. If you have been observed, it is decreasing. So what happening? The values is decreasing. So here if you have been observed, what happens? If you take any type of a period, any type of a group, so from left to right, in a period what happens? Atomic radius decreases. So from left to right. So means if you have been observed here, whenever you are adding a new shell, so if you take lithium atom here, if you are adding sodium shell, if you are adding potassium shell, if you are adding rubidium shell, if you are adding CS shell, so what happening here, whenever you are increasing this shell, so automatically the space is consumed. So because of that what happens, the space is also increasing. So this is about the presence of new shells. So what is the reason for period here? The reason is nothing but here, as it is decreasing, atomic radius decreases from left to right in a period. Why it is decreasing is nothing but here, nuclear charge increases. So because of the nuclear charge increasing here, what is the reason here? Nuclear charge increases. As size increases, nuclear charge increases, automatically the atomic radius decreases from top left to right in a period. So generally in a period, atomic radius is least for halogen and highest for alkali metals. Radius is highest for element cesium and least for element here. The element, highest element is having cesium radius, and for element it is having very low. Okay, so due to the dispersion shape of f orbitals and poor shielding effect, the atomic radius in lanthanides also decreases. Means whenever the atomic radius, whenever the shape of the f orbitals, poor shielding effect, the atomic radius increases, automatically what happens, we call it as lanthanide contraction. So what is the reason here? Due to dispersed shape of f orbitals and poor shielding effect. The atomic radius of lanthanides decreases is called what here? Lanthanide contraction. Okay, so due to lanthanide contraction, what happens? The structure and other properties of lanthanides are similar and also difficult, we can say. So here the 5D series lanthanide is also, so that's why it is observed in 5D elements, and the size of 4D 5D in a group are almost similar, we can say. So what happens here? Due to lanthanide contraction, the structure other properties, okay, other properties of lanthanide are similar, we are having, and are difficult to cause lanthanide contraction. So which is observed in, is also observed in 5D elements, we can say. Why? Because the size of 4D are similar in a group. So means what here? What is the lanthanide contraction? The shape of the atomic radii, we call it as the decrease in atomic radii, we call it as lanthanide contraction, we can say. Whenever you take structure, due to lanthanide contraction, what happens? The structure, and if you take other properties like ionic radii, ionization potential of lanthanides, it is similar and also difficult to cause lanthanide contraction. Why? Because it is observed in 5D elements also. If you have been observed D block elements, the lanthanide is present in f orbital and also 5D elements also. So the size of the 5D and FD also similar in a group, we can say. So the pairs we can say here ZR, HF, MO, W, NB and TA. So ZR zirconium, hafnium, molybdenum, tungsten, sodium and tantalum. So these will have a same properties. What it will exhibit? Same properties due to lanthanide contraction. So as the size of lanthanide ions decreases from cerium, whenever it decreases from cerium to lutetium, automatically the covalent radii of bond, the covalent radii of bond increases. So the strength also decreases from calcium hydroxide to lutetium hydroxide. So what happens? The covalent radii increases here. So whenever it is decreases, whenever the lanthanide decreases from cerium to lutetium, the covalent radius increases. So automatically what happens here? The strength decreases. The strength will decreases from cerium hydroxide to lutetium hydroxide. So this is about atomic radius. In the next class we can discuss about the ionic radius and ionization potential. Thank you.